double-sided tape, which I'm gonna use to adhere the metal panel down, which is simulating the metal panel that James has. And the way it works is you can use any other means of affixing your panel onto something. This is just adhesive on both sides. So I'm pretending that this is the metal panel that I'm going to adhere my membrane switch onto. And now it's just going to keep it from moving when I go to work with the actual membrane switch. So as you can see, it's not affixed. So what I would do is I would then take the membrane switch and take this razor blade, and I want to lightly cut right at the neck of the tail, this section here, because I want to be able to do a score across, and I don't want that to be problematic when I remove the liner. So I'm gonna very lightly, without going into the under layer, cut that, and I can just rip it all the way across, and then I'll do the same thing. I'll score here, but this is just a rule with one edge sharp, which is actually what we use in our steel rule dies. And I'm gonna place it here and then peel the liner on one corner. And I'm gonna use this as my guide to remove that much liner off. Now the reason why I'm doing this section and not the left or the right or the top is because this is gonna be inserted in the slot of the metal panel that it goes into. So it's critical that you get this into the metal panel first, this tail. And I don't have a slot, but pretend that I have one. I then am going to align my membrane switch and adhere that much of it. And I'm just gonna apply light force to it. And I will then remove, without lifting this, just lifting it at an angle that I don't cause it to separate the part that I've already adhered. I'm gonna remove the rest of the liner all the way, like so. And I'm not gonna, this is very critical, I'm not gonna drop this, because if I drop it, I get air bubbles trapped under there. So what I want to do is I want to use a squeegee of some type, a roller or anything you have, and then start sweeping my way across. And you can hear the air being evacuated. Notice that I'm holding this end and I'm just dropping it at the same time that I am squeezing the air out of it. You can see, little bubbles here, but that's just because of the bridges that are created by the stainless steel dome. That's just normal. That's a natural effect when a button is not embossed. If these buttons were embossed, you probably would see a lot less, if any at all. But if it's a non-embossed button, this is normal. But what you don't see is bubbles everywhere else.